Hello and welcome to Korero, the big conversation table. I am Godwin Sunday. Tonight we'll be going head on with a NDC stalwart, chieftain also, who have been able to make the news when it has to do with transitioning from from the Labour Party through to the NDC, and right now she will be speaking to us about all of this transitioning process and what it means for the FCT. We'll take a short break. When we return, we'll dive into the conversation. Please stay with us. You're welcome back. Now, over the years, the issues around governance, politics, and economic has become a very crucial issue to handle. Now, if you can answer and also put all of these issues together, be able to find a lasting solution to politicking, of course, you have definitely solved major issues around humanity and the human endeavor, as long as the human space is concerned. Today, I'll be talking with the person of Mrs. Ibijoke, who is a grassroots politician, even within the Federal Capital Territory. But first, let me welcome you to Korero. Good evening, madam.
Good evening, sir.
Well, let's even begin with your journey. Before now, we know you to be the Labour Party chairperson for the FCT, and right now you are branded in the NDC. Tell us, how did this happen? What happened?
Oh, it all happened because I love consistency. My name is Pastor Mrs. Basiratu, Ibijoke. I was not the chairman of Labour Party, but a deputy chairman.
Of Labour Party in the FCT?
In FCT.
All right.
The only female deputy chairman then. But as the day goes by, you know, the permanent thing in life is change. And most especially when you are not seeing what you are expecting. And instead of you to see things that are going on well, you begin to see banter here, banter there, quarreling and fighting, confusion everywhere. That was why I decided to leave Labour Party, and most especially one of my political mother, when the strive or the contest was heavy on Labour Party, she called me over to NDC. She said, all of you, all the executive, please come over. Let's see what we can do, because it seems as if Labour Party abandoned us. So we went there and we were well welcome. Our position were given back to us and we were treated well. I'm the senatorial district chairman for NDC as of present, which I see as a female-friendly party, because in most parties, when you check, females, they don't give them such a position. They majorly give them women leader, maybe assistant financial secretary, or sometimes treasurer. They never give them this kind of seat that will expose them, expose their intellect, expose their capacity.
Well, interesting. You served under Ireti Kindibe.
Yeah.
When she was in Labour Party.
Yes.
She has left Labour Party.
Yes.
She has moved to the ADC. You have left Labour Party and moved to the NDC. Does it mean that Labour Party in the Federal Capital Territory is dead?
No. Labour Party is not dead, but they are not as strong as before, because most of us left. While Ireti, the senator of FCT, left the party, when she left, you know, she was like taking all of us along, but some of us refused, and she tendered us a letter that if she wants our service, she will call us back. But most of us never went back to her to plead or to ask her to take us back, because I don't see the reason why she was leaving Labour Party then, because I felt what was happening, they can settle it on the table, a round table. It's just about discussion, give and take, that's life. But some of them are not just ready to take the give and take, and that was why the departure happened. So I still remain in my Labour Party even when she left. Most of them went to NDC, and NDC, I never believe. ADC, I never believed in ADC, because if you look at the crop of people that are in ADC, my conscience wouldn't allow me to go to ADC.
Well, your conscience will allow you to join the NDC.
Yes, because it's a new party.
Can we say that your conscience permitted you to join the NDC because of Peter Obi?
No, I was there in NDC before Peter Obi came in. I was there in NDC. Why I didn't join ADC was because look at the people that are there. They were the ones that wrecked our nation to where it is today. So why should I go there? Why should I go there?
So you're saying that the crop of politicians that are in the
ADC, yes,
are people that wreck Nigeria? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Check them. Check the people there.
But the likes of Atiku will disagree with you that they were not part of the people that direct the country. Of course, they were part of the people that fixed the Nigerian economy.
How?
You don't agree with that assertion?
No. I'm not agreeing with that. How? With all the, what's it called, our infrastructure that was sold then and things that was destabilizing.
Rotimi was the Minister of Transportation, and he will tell you that.
And how easy is the transportation
his tenure,
in Nigeria
when he was in occupying that office as the Minister of Transportation, he was able to fix Nigerian logistically wise. You don't think at this point
I don't think
they are crop of politicians that were able to fix Nigeria to where it is right now?
I don't believe in that. We are all in existence. We know what happened. If you go to Area 1 to take cab, you know what you face. And we have a minister who is Minister of Transport. Even plane, we know what happens. Even on ship, we know what takes place. So why should I go to such people when I know they are part and parcel of what we are facing now in Nigeria?
Well, the Labour Party is proud, has branded itself as the party for Mama, Papa, and Pekin.
Yes.
Then the NDC right now is the two fingers up.
Yes.
Looking at it, you moved away from Labour Party, which is Mama, Papa, Pekin,
yes,
into two fingers up right now.
Which is sign of victory.
Well, you call it a sign of victory.
Yes.
But then looking at this, a lot of residents in the Federal Capital Territory will say that the Labour Party or the NDC is not a grassroots political party. But then let's talk about you are a grassroots politician.
Yeah.
Does the vision and ideology of the NDC aligns with people in the grassroots?
Yes, of course. If you look at the constitution of NDC, it's more elaborate. It's not like that of Labour Party. In NDC, look at the constitution. The constitution went down to the polling units executives, which we never have in Labour Party. The constitution is not to the grassroots, and that was one of the reasons why we were disqualified, where the judge that went against us in 2023. But check the constitution of NDC. Even the empowerment, the agriculture, the economy is well stated, well written. The governance of the manifesto of NDC is well written on their constitution. Not like a Labour Party. So if you look at the two of them, we have in NDC, we have community executives. We have polling units executives, which are the grassroots people. You know, in Labour Party, after the word executive, it stops there. It was later we started looking for ways of reaching out to all the communities around us. Then we started, the party started fixing people as polling units, chapter executives, then polling unit executives. But in the constitution of NDC, it's all stated.
Well, there have been this allegation that the FCT ESCO of the Labour Party moving to the NDC was largely because of the dissatisfaction they had with first the person of Senator Ireti Kindebe, and also the Abure-led faction of the Labour Party, but largely also that they were not getting enough remuneration from the Labour Party. How correct is this? And this is why they moved to the NDC.
They were not getting the enough remuneration, definitely, but yes, that is right. And again, the way the judgment of the party went, it wasn't just satisfactory. If you look at our constitution, what was pronounced in the judgment is veer apart. Before you give judgment, you have to look at their constitution, but the judgment was veer apart. So after the judgment, we waited, let the party call everybody together, let them appeal, let's see how we can settle the case. Nobody called anybody, everybody was just doing their own. So the party was like scattered. After months, we have to move.
So it's not like because the fact that money was not coming to the executive.
No. It wasn't because of money.
The ESCO decided to move to join the NDC.
No. It was because the executive were abandoned. They were abandoned to their own. Everybody to your tent, O ye Israel.
But then the court case did not affect the whole ESCO, even in the FCT. The FCT ESCO seems very organized and very structured.
Yes.
But moving to join the NDC, even taking Labour Party's mandate to the NDC, it's walls apart. Can we say that the NDC or the Labour Party, then Labour Party ESCO, that moved to join the NDC were dissatisfied monetarily wise?
The people, the executives.
Yes,
they were dissatisfied because
they were not getting the money that they want.
No, not that they were not getting the money that they want. They were not cared for.
What do you mean by care? Care is relative. Let's know what you mean by care.
It's not until I give you money.
Because a lot of persons say that because they were not getting enough funds, the finances were not. They don't get.
Yes.
So largely they left because they were not getting enough funds.
Yes, to take care of the party in FCT. FCT was left alone. FCT was like the biggest umbrella among all the states. FCT executives and FCT Labour Party was stronger than every other state. But it was disorganized because of selfish reasons, which one would not condone, except you just want to give away your life, and for what is not fruitful. I didn't leave Labour Party, even despite all those knowledge. But when it was time to move, I know that this is the time to move. And I never went to ADC, no.
Well, a lot of people that believe so much in your political philosophy and ideology, when it has to do with the FCT politics, you've been able to stand out because you've been consistent, following through on what you believe.
Yes.
Now, this is a big conversation. Returning back to these people and telling them right now that you found a new love for the NDC, you think the constituents will trust you with this mandate?
Yes, because I never left them out of what I'm doing. They knew when I was there. They knew when I was leaving. I never abandoned my constituents. I never left them without telling them I'm moving forward. And I called all of them. I told them, I'm going. I'm leaving. Because here, I don't see a future here anymore.
Joining the NDC, one would also have expected that being a grassroots politician, that you've always been known for.
Yes.
Perhaps we would have been seeing Ibijoke as coming or picking the form for a senatorial position, or perhaps contesting for one very big appointment, the House of Representatives, who knows? But then you are not coming out for all of this. Rather, you're going back to the same position that you left the Labour Party for.
Yes.
I'm curious at this point. Is it that you're afraid of your former principal? That's why you don't want to pick any of the forms. Rather, you want to just stay within the political space.
For now,
former principal, I beg your pardon.
For now, you know, in everything you do, there are gladiators. And you should know when they say come out, when people back you to come out, you will know that people are backing you. Don't just jump out by yourself. If not, you waste your life. You will injure yourself. Already, Pam Amanda was already on the list of NDC. So why should I be coming out again? And they already, it was...
but you have more grassroots orientation than Pam Amanda.
Ibijoke,
Musan, Basiratu. I've been a very strong and consistent politician, even in the FCT, as far as the FCT is concerned.
Yeah.
You are part of the people that pilots and brought the likes of Senator Ireti Kindime into office. Now, you left at the point.
Yes.
Right now, is it that you are afraid of contesting against your former principal?
No. I'm not afraid of contesting against my former principal, and I also am a kind of person, I accord that respect to her. And if you notice the people that are coming out now, you know there is time and season for everything. The people coming out for Senate and House of Rep in the biggest party now, they are old politicians. They are the ones that has been on ground since the 90s, not just recent politicians. Some of them are like 60s, 70s. So even in my party, so it is. So I have to like support what they are doing. When it's my turn will come. Even
though you seem to be more grounded and grassrooted than Pam Amanda.
No, Pam Amanda is more grounded because she has been on ground since 90s. 1998. She was with Obasanjo. She was with what's his name? Umar Yaradua. She was with Jonathan. She was even APTC. They started APC together. So she's a mentor.
We're talking about consistency. In this instance, you have been able to maintain that trajectory of consistency. She has moved in and out of politics, occupying political offices. But then when it has to do with leadership strides, you've been there long enough to understand the ropes. But you are not contesting, and you're not coming out to contest.
Not for now.
Should we be concerned or worried in this regard that Basiratu Musan Ibijoke is not coming out to contest? Rather, she would rather stay on the executive seat
platform
of any political party she joins.
Yes.
Should we be worried in this regard?
No, because if you check what is happening now, it's not a baby's play. What is going to happen in 2027 will require deep pockets. Yes, even APC, you can see them sharing an iPhone for souvenirs. You can see what they are doing. So I'm not saying people cannot come out and support me, but for now, I want to support Pam Amanda, Grima Hassan, and also Kamal for the south part of Abuja. For the north part of Abuja, that's Grima Hassan for the House of Rep and Pam Amanda for the Senate. I want to support them. Let me see how this season goes before the next season. Then I will decide.
So the seasonal movie.
Yes.
So we'll watch part 1 and part 2. But since you've taken us to the whole politics, let's come to the NDC right now.
Yes.
Looking at the structure of NDC, if election is to happen today, can the NDC comfortably say that they will win any office in the FCT?
You know, that was a mistake they made with Labour Party. It's all about strategy. And it's all about time. You can't just...
But the NDC tends to be a floating cow right now, even in the Federal Capital Territory.
That was
the
how
NDC
Labour
is not
Party
grounded
was.
in the FCT. If not for Peter Obi, a lot of people say they don't even know.
Yes,
what the
because
NDC
it's a new
stands
baby.
for. So, if election is to happen today, can the NDC comfortably say that they will achieve 5% of votes even in the FCT?
You see, I won't promise you anything yet, because we are doing our assignments, we are doing our homework, we are connecting where we need to connect, we are working where we need to work. Like I'm the senatorial district chairman of NDC in FCT. We are working hard to meet the people we are supposed to meet before the campaign begins. It's not yet time for campaign. So you can't decide now. You remember in 2023, they say it's like 2-3 people tweeting. This one will be more. Because now, the slogan is even more better. Okay. Obi and Kwankwaso. O for Obi, K for Kwankwaso. Okay. This one will be okay movement. It will not be like 2023. We will win and we will stand by it and take our mandate.
Well, talking about standing by it, even in the FCT,
yeah,
you will also agree that a lot of people have really believed in the vision of Mama, Papa, and Pikin.
Yeah.
But you've taken them to NDC. For a lot of persons, I would say the NDC doesn't have a strong foundation in the Federal Capital Territory. So that's what I'm asking at this point. If election is to happen today, because when we go to places like Gwagwalada, you get to places like Abaji, you get to places like Kwali.
We are there.
But a lot of people find it very fascinating to hear that there's a party called the NDC.
Yes, we are there.
Because the NDC doesn't hold any structure in all of those places.
I'm part of the structure.
Well, you are part of the structure, but then let's take it back to the grassroots on other area councils in the Federal Capital Territory. Can we say that the NDC in FCT is popular?
Yes, of course. NDC has taken over FCT. NDC has taken over FCT. You can. That is the reason why I'm talking about the constitution. When you check the constitution of the party, you will see that it entails grassroots. It's more of grassrooters. The community leader is there. The polling unit leaders are there. Executives are there that are recognized by the party. Not that it's an addendum. No. It's well represented in the party. And all those positions are fixed.
Well, Madam Ibijoke, let's travel to Gwagwalada, even within the Federal Capital Territory. Yes. The conversation differs when it has to do with the NDC. You've said that the NDC has a structure, but then within the various area council in the Federal Capital Territory, the NDC tend to be a very minute conversation when it has to do with the political space. Are you saying that they have a structure? Is it that the NDC has a structure that people are not aware of, or the NDC structure is not known to the people on the grassroots?
The NDC structure is known. Because we have not started speaking does not mean we are not there. That is why we are here today to talk. It's not as if we are not there. Because they are not shouting everywhere does not mean that they are not there. In the south of Abuja, NDC is there. We have all our executives there to the grassroots. And even Kuje, Abaji, Kwali, we are there. All the executives are there. And we hope to really move more than that of 2023, the way we moved in Labour Party.
I think you when you say you were there, I think it's popular for you as an ESCO member of the chairman.
The people that are there, their names are there.
But then when you get to the grassroots and interact with people within this area council, do you think that this conversation also will be very fruitful if you do an independent survey about the NDC activities even on the grassroots?
Yes, because
I've taken a tour. I've done a lot of interactions with people even before you were invited to the show. And we've spoken to a few persons in these area councils. And then the NDC as a political party tend to be
What are the people you are talking to?
Independent persons within these area councils. And the NDC tend to be a conversation that people don't even know about, talking about the residents of these area councils. I just mentioned three: Abaji, Kwali, and also Gwagwalada. It tends to be a conversation. Does this mean that within the FCT, the NDC is dead on arrival?
If we are saying NDC is dead on arrival in the south of Abuja, how do we have candidates? A candidate that is vibrant, a prince. Kamal, Honorable Kamal is a prince from Abaji. So, he's a son of the soil. So how do we say we don't have grassroots, what's it called, executive or people in the south of Abuja? It's not possible. For us to have a candidate from there, that means we have people. And it wasn't only him that contested, mind you, that paid for their interest from. It wasn't only him. But he was the only person they gave the nomination from.
Well, there's been also an allegation that the NDC ESCO in the Federal Capital Territory are all working for the APC by extension. That's where their loyalty lies. You have been a grassroots politician. Let's x-ray your ESCO right now. How correct is this conversation and this old speculation?
I know for myself. I know for myself that's number one. And number two, I don't think you can be working for two parties at a time without getting your hands burned, because you'll be detected. There's no way you can do it. The only way you can do it is to drop the one you feel that, okay, I don't want to go with this, I want to go with this. Because in this era that we are, you can't do at the party in NDC. Why? Because everybody's eyes are on ground. When you do it, you'll be sorted out. Just time. Just time. Just like the way it happened in Labour Party, it will happen again. Because you cannot be running after two rats at the same time. You better be focused.
Well, interesting. Let's talk about the NDC and its structure. One would believe that being a new party that it is, NDC will largely focus on bringing women more, even having the 35% affirmative action for women to occupy sensitive positions in the Federal Capital Territory and by extension across Nigeria by the party leadership structure. But then, it's as if the old structure of the NDC is the same old system where we get to not to even achieve that 35% affirmative action for women. But let's speak to those issues.
Okay.
Is the NDC different from other political parties?
No. You see, the ability of men to accept women is just natural. Men ego. Men doesn't want women to come on board. It's just natural with men because they are the one that are always in the forefront. But in NDC, I said I'm the chairman of the senatorial chairman. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you must come to me. So already I'm occupying 35% space in NDC as executive position as a female.
In that council, I think it's just those two females that we have in the entire structure.
No. We have the woman leader.
Yeah,
we have
that's a regular position given to women.
Okay, we have
this has become it's a normal thing for treasurer to women get the treasury position, and women because they believe that women know how to manage finances. And also women leader of course cannot go to a man. And you are the senatorial district chairman. I think that's what it is in the NDC.
No.
Okay, please help us understand.
We have
how many women constitute the whole ESCO?
I think the whole ESCO we should be having up to 10.
What's the total number of the ESCOs?
About 20 something.
And you say that's 35%?
Yes, it's more than 35%. if you are to 28 to 10, it's more than 35%.
All right, let's move away from that conversation. Let's talk about your presidential candidates.
Okay.
You know, for
Obi.
the now you're smiling, but then it's quite interesting when we talk about Peter Obi.
Yeah.
He has been on different forum right now.
Yes.
They're trying to talk, but then his conversation, does it worry members of the NDC right now on its different stance when it has to do with his belief, his ideology, and political philosophy?
You see, in life, one make mistakes, but what gives you credit is ability to correct your mistakes, ability to quickly see that, I'm making mistake, let me retrieve back. I told you I'm already in NDC before Obi came. He left Labour Party, left to ADC. I was one of the people that say, no, if you want to leave, not to ADC now, are you not seeing the kind of people that are there? Then he couldn't see, but after some time, he noticed what we were saying. He found a way of escape and rooted himself to NDC. So you can't really, blame somebody for making mistakes. But when you make mistake, are you ready to correct it? Which he did. He's looking for a place, a safe place for himself. He's not a confrontational person. That's one thing I've noticed about him. He's not confrontational.
Or he's not bold enough to...
No. Don't say Obi is not bold.
Can we say he's not bold enough to contest?
No. It's not just confrontational.
He keeps jumping from ABGA to PDP to Labour to ADC now to NDC. Because he's not bold to confront issues.
No. Not that it's not bold. Not that it's not bold. He's not a confrontational person. Definitely, anywhere you are, there must be, like me, there must be maybe discrepancies and arguments and rancor. But you should be able to know when to leave, when to exist, and when to stay. Because there's no rancor that you may have. There's no how you make rancor that you won't make mistake. There are some rancors you make mistakes. Some rancors you at least you know that you are getting it headlong. So he made mistakes and he corrected it. Leaving ABGA to PDP, he was invited to come and be the vice president by Atiku, and he left. If another party called me now that, okay, come and be our vice president, won't I leave? You will leave. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just it. That is politics. So anybody can leave at certain time. But where we are now, I pray that NDC will continue to work strong under our watch.
So invariably, a lot of Nigerians have largely said that this all cross-carpeting by your presidential candidates.
It's not only him that is cross-carpeting. All of them are cross-carpeting. Why are you picking on
I'm
my
particular about your presidential candidates right now because you represent largely majority of the NDC office holders in
FCT.
Nigeria,
okay,
by extension. Now, your presidential candidates in the person of Peter Obi have moved from 4 major political parties, if not 5.
How many has Atiku moved
the
from?
ABGA to,
even Tinubu, how many has he moved from?
to PDP, to Labour Party, to ADC, and now to NDC. Can Nigerians trust such a politician that keeps moving from party A to party B?
No, it's his president. What has he done during those periods? In ABGA, what was the things he has done? What are the things that is on table? What is the criteria or credential of Obi? What has he done? You check it one by one. You see that he did a lot. Even now that the other governors are enjoying their pension and their gratuity, he doesn't take. It's not what's it called? It's not greedy to that extent. He has money to take care of himself. So those are the things we look at. We look at now, because this country is in mess. If we continue to look at things that are not major, we'll just lose this opportunity again.
So,
Leaving party
so
is not,
moving from party A to party B doesn't worry you, and also is
it doesn't worry me again.
Well, is inconsistency with all of these parties' ideologies, and his recent comments. It doesn't worry members of the ADC.
Okay, what are the comments?
Well, he has made several comments when it has to do with removal of fuel subsidy. From that angle, he has talked about the economy. He has talked about his own personal ideologies. Does this align with the NDC mantra?
Yes, of course. If you look at the NDC, you check our constitution, you see that all the constitution, there are things, the mantra of NDC are very explanatory. They are there. As you join as a member, it's not like Labour Party that everything is not in one document. This is in a document. You have to read it and know the kind of party you want to join. So their mantras are there. And those are the mantras is flying around as the presidential candidate.
Well, there have been this speculation that the NDC is popular for criticizing the APC rather than coming with a blueprint on how to even change the whole dynamics of politics in Nigeria. Is the NDC a critical or criticism party? Can we use that word?
No.
That it is largely dominated by critics of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration.
No. You see, you are in opposition. Once you are in opposition, you look at things critically. You won't just sway things behind. You don't just take things as face value because you are in an opposition. If you do that, that means you are no more an opposition. That means there's no more opposition in Nigeria. They have to critically look at all the what's it called that is Tinubu is making, all the policies is making. We have to critically look at it. Is it in favor of the people? Is it in favor of the masses, or just policy you are making policy just because you want to make policies? Or you are making policies to inconvenience people?
But when the government gets something right, we don't get the NDC applaud the government or give the government a thumbs up. In all of this, the NDC still finds a way to criticize the APC. So I'm curious, is the NDC designed to only criticize the government?
That's what I'm telling you, that NDC is an opposition. So they will always be standing on the opposition side.
So despite the fact that when the government does what is right.
If you do what is right, me and you will not be complaining now of the economy. If everything is right, the grassroots will not be complaining. Fuel won't be 1,400, it'll be 1,300. Gas won't be 1,218 naira. Do you know how much I fill my gas tank this month? About 20-something thousand. Something we used to buy for 3,000 naira before the APC government came in. So what are we talking about? Are you enjoying the way fuel is? Today you take a cab for 1,000 naira. Before you know it, they will tell you 2,000. Just go and come back. They are telling you the cab money is now 2,000, not 1,000 naira again. Are you enjoying it? They got rice you buy for how much? For 15,000, 7,000 naira then. How much is it now? So
well, let's come back to the FCT. Now, although the NDC criticizes the government at the national, when it has to do with the Federal Capital Territory, we hardly hear the NDC speak up even to pertinent issues that revolves around the FCT. Why is this so?
Okay, what do you want them to talk about?
I'll probably talk about Amak and Mekanangu and the rest of them, even speak up on some of the policies that have to do with the area councils. The NDC is not speaking up, even in the Federal Capital Territory. You are part of the ESCO. Why is this so?
And that's why we are here to talk.
Does it mean that everything that the AMAC chairman, the Kuje area council chairperson,
What they do? No.
everything they do is completely perfect?
No.
So the NDC only speak up when it has to do with...
Are we enjoying the school, the out of school children, the teachers that are not being paid?
But the NDC does not speak up, even in the Federal Capital Territory.
Yes, because the NDC just came on board.
How long will it take the NDC
just
to speak
February
up?
or March,
How
we just came on board.
How long will it take the NDC to start speaking up, even in the Federal Capital
We've started
Territory?
speaking now.
We've not seen any press release.
Okay, don't worry.
We've not heard any comments coming from the NDC. We rather hear NDC speak up largely on national issue. Is the NDC in Federal Capital Territory afraid?
No. For what? We are not afraid. Why should we be afraid? At least now I'm here. Some of my colleagues too will soon be on a press release like this. So don't worry, we'll soon be speaking, because you have to do your homework very well before you start talking. Maybe when next I come, we'll check on what our AMAC chairman is doing.
All right, interesting. Let's talk about the sales of form, even from the NDC. Now, a lot of persons that pick the form still feel dissatisfied with the process that even transpired in all of this. It's a new political party, but then it has started having pockets of what alleged fraud as it is right now. Is the NDC...
There was
can NDC be trusted?
Yeah, yes.
Now, I can take you to a typical example of what happened in Etiosa, local government in Lagos, where we have a candidate that picked the form and it's published on the leadership newspaper and also Punch newspaper took that information. And the person picked the form and the party gave the form to somebody else. And this is not just... We have Barrister Kingdom Okiri on this show who said that the NDC picked the form in Imo State to contest for the NDC position of House of Representative, and it was given to another person, despite the fact that he won the primaries. Now, these allegations, pockets of allegations everywhere against the NDC.
Let me
please help us understand this.
You see, in party, the party is supreme. When you are picking form, what kind of form are you picking? You ask me now, you say, why didn't I go for Senate? Was that not what you were asking? I have to do my homework and look at the ground, what is happening. You don't just jump into the river. They are coming from wherever they are coming from, because Obi is in NDC. All of them want to fly on Obi's wings, not looking at what is happening on ground. If you want to join, if you want to participate in election for a political party, you have to pick the interest form to show that you are interested. You are interested does not mean that they will give you tickets, because they may have their own way or their own decision. The party has its own decision to make concerning giving of tickets. Because most of these people, when you give them tickets, look at what happened in Labour Party. Most of them, when they give them ticket they won, they move to another party. So the party doesn't want to make such mistake. It's being careful. So when they come, you take interest. Anybody can take interest from. It's when they give you nomination form or you buy nomination form, that's when you can say you are being nominated, or you are being taken as a candidate, or as... So if you are not given, that settles it.
So in a case where large number of persons
you
felt dissatisfied, even Aisha Yusuf also came out to speak on this issue.
Yes, Aisha Yusuf came, but when she understands, she's calm. That's why I respect that woman. She calmed down and she allowed the party to continue.
Was it a case of highest bidder getting certain positions?
No, because I've seen people that are not that buoyant that have the tickets too. People that they don't have deep pockets, they have the tickets. I've seen a lady who had the ticket. People that are not that buoyant, young people. So
Well, you're saying you've seen numbers of persons, but then it was an outcry across the country.
yes, it's an outcry because
That the
they
whole
put
of
interest.
NDC is built on
You see,
on
you
a faulty
see,
foundation,
you see.
and as
No,
such,
no.
and as such, one cannot trust the process that is bringing the
You
kind of
see
leaders that the NDC is producing.
The problem that these people are having, they thought they are going to fly on
Obese wing.
obese wings again. So they were like going everywhere to do everything possible. That's what fought against them. You are not really asking, is there a plan? Does the party has a plan for this constituent and this constituent before we came on board? You people are just running up and down.
Well, before I let you go, because I've been signaling right that our time is fast spent. We don't have luxury of time, but before I let you go, 2027,
Yeah.
Ibijoke, Musan, Basiratu is not on the ballot
At all.
But then, are we going to see you on the ballot come 2030?
Well, let me see the way the politics move.
Or you rather stay with it, you rather stay as an ESCO member stay on the sideline and not get involved in practical demonstration of your leadership strides?
I may stay on the ESCO side and I may contest.
When you say you may contest, that means automatically it's a no. You're not coming out.
I'm not saying
at
no.
any points to contest
No.
in any leadership position. When it has to do with coming out to practice what you believe and what you've been preaching so far.
I'm not saying no. Did I say no?
Well, you say maybe. So maybe can be.
Maybe
it's a conditional statement.
I won't want to waste my finance on what
so
I know that
we are not seeing Ibijoke coming out.
I may and I may not.
So what the condition for you to come out to practice
the
what you preach?
The condition for me to come out is for me to have a clear leading. That come out. It's time.
Clear leading from your constituency or from your constituents?
From my constituents, from the things around me, people around me, from God.
Well, let's leave it at that, since you've mentioned God in the conversation, because but then just a final word before I let you go right now. The maybe, can we attribute it to the fact that Ibijoke doesn't want to confront our former principal? That's why she's not coming out to contest at any point.
No. Because now I will still have to confront her because I'm supporting Pam Amanda. Austin, Peter, Paul, Amanda. That's her name. That's who I'm supporting now. I'm not supporting everything. I'm going all out for Pam Amanda. And Grima Hassan. And also Kamal. Those are my choosing candidates.
Well, they're your choosing candidates. We'll look forward to 2030. And of course, we will, God sparing our life, will definitely bring you back again to see how far you've been able to get the leading and also hearing from your constituency and doing enough consultation. Because we can't wait to see you come out on the ballot, to see you practice what you've been preaching for years now. When we talk about leadership strides. But so this is what I want to say. Thank you so much, Madam Ibijoke Musan Basiratu, for finding out time to be with us here on Korero.
Thank you so much to Mr. Sonny.
Well, viewer, this is how far we can go tonight on the show. Do not forget that you can leave your comments, you can leave your thoughts on our various social media handle currently showing on your screen. And you can also download the Rapid TV app from your Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. My name is Godwin Sunday. Always remember that peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Do enjoy the rest of your night rest. Bye for now.